The draw of the startup scene in India has become rather magnetic in recent months, in fact so powerful that it has attracted large investors including, but not limited to, Google Capital, private equity arm of online search company Google, GE Capital, and Intel Capital, all furiously searching for their next India deal. But are there real valuations to be found behind the hype? Murdoch Media, a technology and media-focused investment vehicle based in Sydney, has been keeping tabs on India within the global investment arena, says Managing Director Prabhat Sethi. In our Q&A, Sethi simplifies the Indian startup boom, and gives his picks for where one could put their money. The Indian investment scene seems to be booming and buzzing with startups right now. What is the driving factor behind the timing? Prabhat Sethi. From my perspective, it's pretty simple really. The Indian market has seen a number of big wins in companies such as e-commerce sites Flipkart and Snapdeal, taxi-on-demand service Ola, and Housing.com, which have showcased the investment potential of India. The macro environment is looking positive. The growth of smartphone and internet penetration and the new government kick-starting the reform process all bode well for the future of startups, making India the place to be right now. What's your timeline on the run startups are having with investors searching them out? General market sentiment and the attractive multiples, but not exits, generated by private equity investments in startups have obviously attracted a huge inflow of funds. That's simply going to mean more money chasing a limited supply of great ideas and promoters, and that's going to make it tough in the medium to long term to find attractive investment opportunities at the right price. Having said that, I think that the domestic market, along with the expectation and understanding of promoters, is maturing. A key factor from our perspective is that capital markets in India as a means for raising and exits haven't been consistent over the last few years. But I'm optimistic for the future of the startup scene in the country. You just need to look at what's happening with locally funded startups in their Series C and late-stage rounds acquiring other startups. I think that we're going to see a lot more of that sort of activity in terms of exits happening. For example, Ola's purchase of Taxi for Sure for $200 million, home food delivery service Just Eat's acquisition of Foodpanda, and Housing's acquisition of online real estate forum IREF. Also, two of acquisitions by international players happened earlier this year. Twitter picked up ZipDial as its first Indian acquisition, and News Corp bought out business information site VC Circle. The proof will be in the pudding, and the next 18 months are going to be incredibly interesting, especially for those investments that are mid-cycle.